guys, welcome back to Stampaholics Anonymous. Today we are actually, going to be looking at a stamping plate. Jeez, stay here. A stamping plate again. This is also one of the newer Bornpretty ones, BPL062, and it is comic themed. I'm really excited about that. I was excited to find out about these new Bornpretty store plates, you know, nevertheless, and then they had this cool like stamping plate with the like comic style pictures on there. They're sort of like Roy Lichtenstein kind of deal. I'm pretty sure that I won't get that girl on one of my nails anytime soon, but the rest of the images look very, very cool. And since this is like a very pop art kind of deal, I decided to go with a thing that I vowed to myself I would never do again while swatching, and that is using like a white and a black base and stamping with like a black and white polish, but I'm gonna do it today. And this is also like a test run of these two peel-off base peel-off polishes that I bought from my gal Becky, Hologlamdecals on Instagram. Hey Becky, if you're watching, thanks for these. These are one coaters, you guys, and they are supposedly peel off. We're gonna test that out afterwards. I'm pretty sure that they won't give like a very nice peel, like a one-piece peel thing, because I'm not going to top coat, so there's not like a thick layer of top coat to hold it all together. But I'm curious to find out how good these peel off. They're water-based polishes basically. The black is really, really luscious and lovely. They are pretty fast drying. Are they dry? They are sort of dry. I'm gonna give them like a couple of minutes, but we're gonna see afterwards how these turn out. And I'm gonna be stamping with the Nicole Diary Black on this hand, the white hand, and of course these images would be like even better if you colored them in, but I'm not gonna do that for like a stamping swatch review of a plate. I'm probably gonna at some point do a design with some of the images on here where I use like reverse stamping to color them in and make them really like pop arty, you know. And then on the black, I'm either going to be stamping with white, or I'm just going to pick like one of the other Nicole Diary polishes that are still on my desk from swatching them. Maybe gonna use the magenta again. So I'm gonna set up for stamping and meet you back for the swatches. Alright, so that was the swatching part of this video. I must say I'm totally in love with this plate. It's, from just looking at it, you'd say that the images were like pretty chunky and, you know, not so detailed, but they are very, very detailed. And I kind of like that. I really like that. I like the pop art aspect of this, and then the possibilities you have with reverse stamping, coloring these in. So I highly recommend getting this plate. And the quality, stamping, A+, it worked like a charm. No complaints here. There's a variety of things you can do. You could always go ahead and like stamp this big image like on 3 of your nails. You could do that. Yeah, and then you could like pick out individual parts of it too. There's some cool like background images here around this popcorn bag. I really, really like this plate. Cannot stress it enough. Anywho, we are now going to attempt to get rid of this peel of base color I've been using for the swatches. Let me just put down like a piece of tissue paper, get my little orange wood stick ready, and just see how it goes. I haven't tried this, and I know that Becky, when she did it on her like Instagram, she had her nails like soaked in like cuticle oil, but as you can see here, there's no need for that. And I did say in the beginning that it's probably not going to be like a very nice peely, but it is a peely nevertheless. And for some reason, always the tips of my nails, everything sticks to it better than to the bottom of my nails. I have the same issue with the und peel of base coat. Let me zoom in so you can see what the frick I'm talking about. For some reason, everything on the top of my nails just sticks better. I think it's because it's drier or less dry, either one of those. But I have the same issue with the peel of base coat from und. So this is not like this polish's fault. Let's try another nail because it was so nice. Ooh, I love that. This is almost like the liquid latex I use for swatching, like this very thin liquid latex I use. It comes off almost exactly like this when I peel it off. It's not like a perfect peely like you're used to seeing from Christina, but und also doesn't work like that for me, except if I'm using like a gel polish on top. And as you can see, the top sticks better than the bottom. Let's try this middle finger, and then I'm gonna test the black one too. Wow, this is amazing. This is like a game changer for me. If there's any other colors of this, I'm probably gonna get them, and from here on out do all of my like stamping swatches with this, because the problem with using the latex base for stamping swatches is I use liquid latex around my nails, of course, you know, because I don't want to mess around with so much cleanup and having to clean out all of my finger. So the liquid latex that I use as a peel-off base for the nail polish, and the liquid latex I use around my cuticles, sometimes they touch, and that's really bad because when you proceed to, you know, remove the liquid latex around your finger, you pull off the liquid latex from underneath your polish. Sometimes I'm lucky and I can stick it back down and you guys won't notice. But sometimes I'm not that lucky, and I've destroyed many swatches, you know, with liquid latex underneath the polish and around my cuticle touching. So this stuff really is a game changer, at least for like stamping swatches. I mean, for polish swatches, of course, I'm gonna stick with my liquid latex base because that works like a charm for me. It's really quick and fast. I can do swatches really fast because I don't have to bother with, you know, scrubbing off nail polish all the time. And as you can see here, the tip of my index finger is always a problem. Yeah, and this just saves me a bunch of time, and a bunch of time I have to spend on, you know, putting acetone on my nails. So that's good. Let's see how the black one works. It's probably gonna be the exact same thing, and if there are any other colors, like I said, I'm probably gonna go out and buy them because for stamping swatches this is like A+. It's the bomb. Yep, it works exactly the same, and also I have the same issue with like the drier tips on this nail as well. It's not a neat peel off, but I wasn't expecting that. And the liquid latex doesn't even do that sometimes for me. Yeah. I don't know. Okay. I'm gonna remove this one and then I'm gonna call it a night because it's late at night right now. Okay, good. Good enough. Good enough. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. Okay. Yeah. So that's it for today, you guys. I can only recommend getting, if you're interested in this and if you're like swatching a lot of stamping stuff too, I can highly recommend these. Hit up Hologlamdecals Becky on Instagram. I will leave her links down in the description below. She is just the nicest person ever. And, you know, buy these if you're into swatching stamping stuff. So that's it for today, you guys. I hope you enjoyed this video and you found it helpful. If you did, leave it a like, or leave me a comment about the plate or what you thought about these like peel off colors. Yeah, and like always, thanks again for watching, you guys. I will talk to you next time. Bye!